We back on day 12. Guys, this practice is war. It's preparing you for an even stronger battle that has nothing to do with retaining your seed. The battle has been ongoing, but getting on SR and staying consistent, it makes this war louder. It does not make it any quieter. It just shows you the truth. Takes all the skeletons out of the closet, makes it bare bones. Psychological X-ray vision, as I like to call it. You know, the strongest way to affect your environment is to improve yourself. And that cannot ring any more true when it comes to semen retention and putting all this time into your life force, because within every man, men especially, there are two extremely strong forces that are fighting each other. They're trying to gain ground, they're trying to gain position. And those two forces are your spiritual need. Matthew 5:3 says, happy are those who are conscious of their spiritual need. If you're born a man, then that's inherent. You know, we're directly connected to our Father in heaven through his Son, the man Jesus. We're spiritual beings that were created for him, by him. Vessels to do his will. And then the other force is the lower fleshly desires, the fleshly forces. The lusts, the violence, the bloodlust, the greed, pride, all that. The destructive, degenerate forces is reality. Now, what is the key? The key is not pretending that these forces do not exist, the lower forces. The key is not giving them position. Perhaps you've heard of the analogy of the two wolves. There are two wolves fighting within you. Both of them ravenous and hungry. Which wolf is going to win? It's the one that you feed. And the one that you starve will lose. So it's not pretending that that wolf doesn't exist, that dark wolf. But it's understanding that you cannot give those desires rule over you. You cannot give them position to take over your mental, your mind frame, your state. And when I realized that semen retention is a lot about state changes, the game changed a lot for me. You know, the mental state that I put myself in definitely impacts how I perform that day, impacts how well I'm able to transmute. I didn't have the greatest of transmutation days yesterday besides my video. I was pretty tired, so I was resting. But I did do a lot of thinking and wanting to keep myself in the right state so that I'm able to persevere. And that just comes through many practices, which we've spoken about, most importantly being prayer and spending time with God. Now look, I've fallen before. I've had longer streaks. I've been vibrating at a way higher vibration than I am right now on this channel. You know, albeit it maybe wasn't oriented in the right direction. Maybe it wasn't oriented towards the Creator, and that's why I still struggled a little bit and ended up relapsing. But I know what it feels like to be high on this practice, high on life, as I like to call it. And my falls have taught me a lot, not because falling is good, but you know, the way I talked about the Zenkai boost and the power-ups, they have shown me my mistakes and the necessary tweaks to ascend even further, to go even further beyond, you know, and that's my goal. So I think that this will be the streak where I'm finally starting to figure out how to do things the right way. And if I can do that, I mean, sky's the limit, you know. I really just want to know my limit. And I think we all need to find our limit. And the best way to do that is, I can't stress enough, attach something to your streak, attach something to your journey that you're going to build alongside yourself. Whether it be fitness, whether it be something like this, a channel, whether it be writing. It doesn't even have to be public. It can be a completely personal project, but it has to be something that you can see grow alongside you. That was what I realized the key was, you know, because you're anticipating your own evolution, but you're also anticipating the change that comes from whatever it is you're building. But it's all about developing your own center, you know. That is what we truly are. We need to work towards wholeness. But the strong truth is that there is no wholeness without our Creator and without following His commandments, you know. Our God is love. God is love. And everything He tells us to do is because He loves us. He wants it to benefit us. I think the hard part is believing that. And that's why the scriptures say without faith it's impossible to please God. Because you are not going to get confirmation that this is the way until you grab His hand and try it out. Jesus says, test me and see. So if you're debating right now whether you should hop on this practice, whether you should really discipline yourself, whether it's even worth it, or if it's over, as these guys say, is it over? Is it really over? Because I'm here and you're here. We can all make something happen. I wish you guys could see me right now. I'm actually swagged out. I got a Dragon Ball tee on. It's sunny outside. I'm sitting at that stone structure again. Yes, there's going to be losers, but there's also going to be winners. So you decide which one you want to be, and you let me know. I'll see you guys tomorrow.